So now you're...
Who gets paired with who, and who's the group carrying Grucko?
That's up to you.
I think Grucko should be in my bomber.
Who's your bomber buddy? Who's bomber buddy?
I don't care. I'm flying one of them.
Yeah, I think as the commander and pilot here, as the person who might be responsible for shooting him.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Adson and Warana are in two different ones, and then...
Yeah.
I have a small piloting skill.
I think I would be on Warana's, and I'd just be like glaring at it.
The whole time. Warana's trying to figure out how much life support she can spend doing donuts in a TIE bomber before.
Zanzi is like, look, I know I missed out on the briefing, but we actually have to pretend like we're Imperials. That might be hard for you. Maybe I should be the one behind the controls.
I'm flying the TIE bomber backwards. I don't know what you're worried about.
We are supposed to have barely survived a battle with severely damaged systems. They don't do donuts.
Or they can only do donuts.
I got an idea to simulate that. Hey, Adson, hold still for a second.
Like Zancy reaches down and puts her E5 blaster on her lap, pointed at the pilot.
All right, so I've got you floating out in the void here in your bomber buddy pairs. You're waiting for a while. We're going to need to make a check here because, as you know, the Empire doesn't even bother pressurizing the cockpits of their fighters. It's just vacuum outside of your suit. So you've got the air in your suit, and that's it. You know, that's what you've got. They gave you an extra oxygen bottle, but it's tough, and it's boring out here, and you can't really communicate with the other ships because your comms won't work that way. These ships are disabled as much as possible.
Are we able to put out a distress beacon in order to attract Imperial ships?
These ships that you're on are disabled, and the only ship that you want to come is the one that you're trying to commandeer. If you put out a distress signal, some other ship might show up.
So this really is just a few days of Warana attempting to do all sorts of crazy bullshit to piss my character off, and it failing, and my character have a thin smile beneath the life support.
Yeah, no, for the first 4 hours, Warana's trying to do anything with this fighter.
Better just settle back, Warana. It's gonna be a long wait.
So you're all going to need to make some kind of check. Either resilience to signify waiting for an extended period of time in the cramped cockpit, mechanics to try and reorganize the cockpit systems to provide more room, or cool to meditate or keep calm in a small area.
I'm going to keep calm.
All right, if you're doing a cool check is average, mechanics check is average, resilience check is easy. So average is 2 purple, easy is 1 purple.
You know, I do have an argument to make for another thing that I've got, which I think would only apply for just myself and Warana due to the shoddy communication systems.
Mm-hmm.
My character, one of her her background and fitting in with her one of her talents is of course a battlefield commander. She did some of the stormtroopers, and I think part of the deployments for being shipped off to go massacre rebel civilians, which is also in the bio, is this patient waiting. The Imperials will get around to us. Don't you worry. It'll just take time. We've actually got more supplies than what normal pilots would have here, so we're going to be great. Okay, and so use that leadership here, Warana, so that Warana doesn't freak out over her lack of power here. And
no, Warana's going to start singing 99 bottles of beer on the wall at this point.
To not shoot Warana.
Okay.
If you want to make a hard leadership check, then you can give Warana a boost die, but you'll need to make for yourself one of those checks, or you can do discipline.
All right. Well, I think considering how combative Waron is going to be, then I think the leadership would just immediately sputter out, "I'll auto-fail that check," and go rolling something else.
Well, I fail my mechanics roll, but I fail with 3 advantages.
Okay. So you're pretty stressed out. You're not able to find a way to, change the console or get yourself more leg room. So you take a strain on there for being stressed out by that. But
did we heal our strain from the space combat?
after combat, you usually heal 1 strain.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm still a little stressed out at 4 strain
Yeah.
after taking the 1.
I may or may not have forgot to take note of my strain in the previous.
So if you have advantages and you've succeeded, you can use that to recover some of your strain. If you've succeeded,
What if I didn't succeed and have advantages?
you still have to take that strain. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, but what can I use the advantages on?
For this check, nothing.
Oh,
Or what if you're Bruce with 2 successes and 4
4
threats?
threats.
Bruce is, Bruce farts.
Yes, he does.
Constantly.
So Bruce and Tardak are having a tough time with each other.
And poor Warana there, she's freaking out, and like Zancy there, just fucking cool, just like fucking like leans back, like meditating there in the chair.
Gruko and his torpedo tube has never been better.
No, he's psyched. Like, I hope they're going to shoot me at the ship.
This is the best moment of my life.
All right. So you're out there, you're waiting. Several hours pass. At one point, though, as promised, a Z95 headhunter pops in and does a quick scan on each of you, and then pops out again.
Ruana is like waving through the cockpit. No, come get us! No. He left.
Don't worry, that was just the headhunter. I'll be back.
I hate you a little right now.
Adson takes a look out the window and is like, I think that's Carl from Blue Squad.
You know, Warana, it's perfectly acceptable to hate your superior.
Okay, so eventually that familiar hammerhead shape of a CR-90 Corvette pops into view. Those of you whose cockpits are facing that way can see it. Otherwise, as your ship slowly drifts lazily in circles, you do eventually see it, that it has appeared. And at that point, the more powerful comms of the capital ship gives you a pre-recorded hail that comes over the comm. This is Captain Harperson of the Imperial vessel Mercy. Submit your identification and await instruction.
They never said anything about identification. Identification.
Well, you're going to have to figure out how to submit your identification.
Hi, I'm Stormtrooper Mick Empire, and you know me, that lovable scamp, and I'll attempt to deceive.
All right, this is going to be an averaged 2 purple deceit check to lie about your mission.
You will trick the pre-recorded message.
I'll just shove the comm link at Zancy. Just like, you take it.
There's my roll.
Nice. Ah, yes, Mick Stormtrooper of the Hampton Stormtroopers.
And they'll say, what's your business here? Why
We've
are
been
you
stranded-
here?
We were in an altercation with the Alliance. Our ships were...
Your ships were?
Just cut it out right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, the audience is approved. TIE pilots, prepare to dock. We'll bring you in.
All right.
So you are so brought in. At that moment, the headhunter appears again to check on you again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's bad. So, in fact, it's come with backup because this is the longest they thought the Corvette would possibly take to come pick you up. Your supplies are almost out, so there are 4 headhunters that have appeared here. And 2 of them see the Corvette, they panic, and they immediately start attacking the Corvette.
Oh.
For that, we will blow them out of the stars.
Idiots.
Bring us in quick! We can't defend ourselves out here!
Help!
We need to get out!
You also get a broadcast coming from one of the Z95s saying, are you okay?
No!
Stop shooting to the Z95! Stop shooting
Are the
at
Imperials
us!
listening on all of this?
They are not on this channel.
Okay. As a fighter commander, I'm going to tell them, they got to try to attack us and make it look like they want to come after us.
Okay.
And in a perfect world, we get pulled on board. If they hyperspace away, that's fine. We're going to hijack this thing.
All right, Commander. If you say so, and they start shooting at you. They're trying to miss, but I'm just gonna,
Meanwhile, Zancy, the panicking Morana.
I fired Gruko at the Z95.
We're being shot at, and we're in a disabled fighter. Nothing is fine.
Just gonna flip one of these dark side points here.
I knew it.
We must all make sacrifices, Morana.
So Adson, your ship gets hit by a stray Z95 blast. Punches a hole in the canopy.
That's okay. Wasn't using the canopy.
Yeah, in the real world, as we all know, the suction of vacuum isn't as strong as it appears to be. But this is the Star Wars universe.
You said the cockpit was depressurized.
Yeah, it was depressurized, but this is the Star Wars universe, so the debris from the hole that gets punched in there shoots down and punches a hole in your pilot suit.
No.
All right. Let me take a look at my skill sheet.
First off, you're gonna take a strain because holy shit.
Yep.
Sorry, holy criff. And then second, how are you going to deal with this? The fighters, you're being tractored in, but you've got moments to spare here.
I had a great run.
Reflect positively on your life.
So, I'm glad. Yeah, I got some regrets about defecting, don't get me wrong, but I'm at peace with everything. Okay, one sec. What can we do here?
Gruko, get out of the torpedo and hold my suit together.
You got to get me in there, Gruko. Yeah, I stumble forward into
the bomb bay.
Yeah.
All right, you open the door over to the bomb bay. You stumble in there. You see the lone bomb that's not loaded.
So there are other bombs and they are loaded?
No, there are no other loaded. There's no fire control on your ship.
I know, I'm just wondering if we could roll one out once we board this thing. Okay. Yeah, I just stumble in there. And I stay cool under pressure. Can I roll a coolness?
You can.
Does that apply?
You can roll a hard cool check.
All right. I'm gonna remember what my training was for.
Yeah, be cool.
It's what I do.
Oh dear.
No, it's not.
No, it is definitely anything but what you do.
All right. So you start to panic. You're beating on the casing of the bomb, scratching at it, sobbing a little bit. There's some mucus.
Yeah.
Gruko, you can probably hear this.
Can I open the bomb?
Of course. They're not going to lock you into a bomb.
I just love this image of you these 4 hands coming out.
Open the bomb bay doors, Gruko.
Yeah, I will in fact open the bomb. Peer out, see the air leaving this guy's suit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like he's part of my crew or anything, but we had a good run when we he punched those lasers real good. So
yeah, you had a moment there.
In a shocking twist, Gruko is actually quite well trained in medicine.
He is.
So I suppose the idea would be he's got some materials on him in the form of that shelter that he keeps on him.
Okay.
Could it be possible to seal the suit with it?
You could try. I mean, there's also just stuff in here that you could use.
Oh.
There's
Perfect.
wiring, and his suit has the standard vacuum repair patches that all spacesuits ever have.
Well, then we'll use those.
But who uses those when he got a bomb?
Since he's panicking a little bit, I guess I'll grab him and with a set of arms, and then with the other arms, I will apply said patches.
Okay, and as you do, you see the oxygen alert goes off. It's like 1% in Adson's suit. The music swells, and then vzzt, your ships go through that electromagnetic field and into the hangar just in time to save Adson from a horrible, horrible death.
Oh man, I was expecting us to have to like share oxygen and have a really intimate moment.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking.
I mean, you still can. I won't stop you.
They open the bomb, and there's some really interesting things going on in there.
I take my helmet off.
All right, so the Z-95s, you can see they flee the system. They all disappear. One of them sparking and trailing some smoke, in space. Because it's Star
Carl
Wars.
from Blue Squad every time.
Okay, so there's a large metal gantry running above your heads. There's an airlock door in front of you leading to the bottom deck of the ship. You're going to have to first get out of your ties, and I'm just going to, don't mind me here.
Spirit us away to another map.
Wrong screen.
Does any one of us have stealth, by the way?
Yes, I am stealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, I got stealth. One green die.
I have I know of stealth. I'm actually pretty good at stealth.
I was a stormtrooper commander. I don't have stealth.
Nothing but the shouting.
All right, so I'll stealth. I'll hide in the ship for now because pretty sure they're not going to believe that I'm an actual TIE fighter pilot.
Our scans indicated there was X number of people. Where is it?
There's no one here to meet you.
Perfect.
Somebody want to try to slice any security
I 100%
cameras?
want to slice.
Hey, there's 4 TIE fighters in here, hey?
Those are yours, sorry.
Oh, okay.
They should be bombers, but those are the ones you came in on.
Okay.
So, looking
So
around...
I'm blowing it up from the outside, then.
Yeah, you see the airlock door is
but
over
we don't-
here. Yep, that's the airlock door.
But we don't want to blow it up.
No, you don't.
Well, I mean, figuratively. We blow up the engine.
Zancy, blinks. It says, need I remind you all that our objective here is to procure this vessel for the Alliance.
Yup, Groko says, and as he
Potato,
climbs out of the bomb. He's going to hold the door, not enter it just yet, but just kind of, go there. So if someone pops through, there will be 4 arms to meet him.
Perfect.
Is the door locked, or is it able to be opened?
The door it's just an airlock. It opens when you go and push the button.
Okay.
Do also
Let's all go
note
for
that
it.
we are in theory being expected, perhaps even watched, although we did encounter that pre-recorded message.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying slice some security systems so they're not seeing what we're doing.
Is there a terminal in here, though? It doesn't look like there is.
No, there's no terminal in there.
So I think our best bet is to avoid being in an area where we could jettison in.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get on the other side.
Inside.
All right.
Is there oxygen on this ship if there's only droids?
It's not only droids. It's mostly droids.
Okay.
But are the other non-droids oxygen-breathing species?
You
the
heard
atmosphere is ammonia.
you heard a human voice.
Okay.
That could be anyone.
But it may have also been pre-recorded.
Okay.
So
I'm going to keep my helmet on the off chance die from breathing in the atmosphere.
you
I mean,
Well, Zancy, being the human that she is, can certainly take her helmet off just fine.
Yeah, I'm sure the moment that Grucko walks through that door, they're gonna know something's up.
Well, Grucko better not be the first through the door then. Do we have someone
No.
with stealth who is not Grucko?
I walk through the door.
Okay.
They, in theory, have been expecting us, and if there's anyone on board the ship, they know we've gotten onto the ship since we were tractored onto the ship.
Yeah. Someone should go in, certainly.
I'd like to go in and find a terminal.
Okay.
It looks like there's one right in front of us.
There might be other people, though. What's in the room, Marv?
Just a moment. Oh, you.
Let the stormtrooper commander go first. Perfect.
I'm fluent in Imperial.
Where did my token go?
Isn't
Went off into
Imperial
space.
just a British accent?
It's
On
an
base.
Imperial accent.
Oh
So.
yeah, sorry, Warren, I spaced you.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why have I been spaced? I don't like this.
Okay, sorry about that. My tokens that I had set up here disappeared.
No worries.
That's no good.
All right, so you enter the airlock. You come out the other side of the airlock, and you find yourselves in the interior of the ship. And you see in front of you a welcoming committee of droids.
What kind of droids? Protocol droids or IGs?
Well, if you look at them, you've got at the back here, that is a protocol droid of the RA7 model. You have two IG-86 security droids, and then these floating ones are GR2 security droids.
And we all still have TIE pilot suits on, right?
Yep. All right, so you've arrived. You've come in from the hangar. This appears to be docking control. You guys know how ships are laid out. You've all been on blockade runners, so you're not surprised by this. The workstations, however, are deserted. There are no humans at all, which is not particularly surprising. But the droids are walking around. They look over at you, see that you're wearing some Imperial clothing, and they keep walking.
Cool. What type of robot are we trying to recover again?
2B1
protocol.
or 2-1B.
Okay,
Medical droid, right?
Medical droid, yes.
right. So none of these guys then.
No.
Well, I'd say my suit ripped. I should go see a medical droid to get checked over.
Are you speaking to the droids?
I'm just saying it to myself out loud as I walk.
Okay. The RA7 droid approaches you. Oh, goodness me. And the RA7 droid looks at your uniform and says, Lieutenant, your suit has been damaged. Allow me to escort you to the medical bay.
I say, perfect.
And
And all of these people should follow me?
of course. The IG-7s and the GR-2s float around you because, you're a lieutenant, you're an officer. The Empire values those at least somewhat.
All right.
All right,
And-
so you're just following them?
Yeah, gonna let them lead me, and the posse, I guess. Are you guys gonna come with?
Well, damn, Dave. Is he wearing the most influential, highest-ranking uniform here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if the lieutenant just said that we're all coming along with him, guess what we're all doing?
Come along.
Yep.
Don't worry about
Bye,
Grucko.
Grucko.
He's a prisoner.
I'd like to stealth, like hide behind a terminal and like having to follow.
Okay, so you want to not follow, even though the lieutenant just told you to follow.
They can't see Grucko.
They haven't seen Gruko.
Hangman.
Gruko's on the outside of the door. However, I mean, the security droids are security droids, and one of them floats over towards the door, reading a life sign. Is somebody stuck? Yes, heading over towards that door. I better open this up and check inside. Somebody may be stuck under the door.
I'm going to roll a deception. I'm going to say, don't worry about that. That's a biosample that I was carrying, and when my suit got ruptured, it spilled crap everywhere. We'll go clean it up later.
So you'll need to pass an average deception check.
All right.
They respect your authority.
I'm just still in my Imperial flight suit, following behind Lieutenant. Like, yep, just a normal human doing normal human things here. Yep, definitely.
Bruce is trying to angle this into some sort of a greater advantage. Yes, be distracted by Gruko. I'll get you all.
All right, here we go.
Amazing.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sure. The droid says, "Error. No biosample would be this large," and opens the door to see Gruko.
F him up, Gruko.
Alert!
Oh, I guess
Alert!
Really
Alert! Alert!
I'm gonna
And roll your initiative.
check. Oh shoot!
You might want to clear it first if we're going to roll new initiative.
No one roll initiative yet until it's cleared.
Yep.
Roger, firing nuke.
There we go.
Good to roll. Are we rolling vigilance or whatever one's better?
Well, this is going to be vigilance.
Excellent. We're on a streak gear, guys. Okay. Tardek got us.
I don't have my armor on. This is tragic. Stupid flight suit.
Okay, so we're all rolling for initiative.
All right.
Hey, Team Get Wave just hit $10,000.
Awesome. All right.
I just roll vigilance and that's it? Or do I have to click my token and then roll?
Just vigilance.
But make sure your dice pool is cleared.
It was not.
Yeah. So there's if when you open up your character sheet, there's a combat section. You click on the combat button, and right below that is an entire initiative section that you can use, and it'll roll initiative for you and add you to the turn order.
There we go.
Okay. So that's initiative. Now, I'm going to make this clear. This droid has gone into alert because there is a large basilisk in front of him. It does not necessarily think that you are all threats.
Can one of us try tackling Gruko? Or Greco?
I want to
It's
try
up
and
to you.
disable.
There's a PC slot first.
I'd like to try and
Actually-
disable the security droid. If no one has a better idea, I'd like to try that.
Well, you could still, in theory, continue to deception play by having us or someone with a PC slot piling on Gruko so that we can resolve the affair ourselves. If you would like to continue to keep the front up of, hey, we're Imperial officers instead of...
Yeah,
fighting
let's
the
all
droid.
tackle him, and because we have lots of deception, we'll tackle him. He won't get shot then, because I don't think the droids will shoot us if we do that.
Yeah.
And then if he gets in the brig, that's fine. We're taking over the whole ship, break him out in no time, maybe even halfway
we'll
there.
we'll just take him to the. We'll have a couple of us take him to the brig.
Oh, we just came from where Gruko is.
Well,
Yeah, he was hiding.
We're really good at lying.
Yeah, perhaps he's a prisoner who managed to escape from us.
Someone's
I already-
going.
Yeah, just
Biosample
we have
lie.
cover.
Someone's going to have to either do a really good job tricking all these droids, or you can maybe slice them.
Ooh. Can I guess, grab the droid and, say, like, something's wrong with this droid and kind of, I don't know, move around?
I know it would trick the droids. I'll shoot Gruko.
I guess may I change your protocol with it, with my hands? Since I'm right there.
Yeah, I mean, so let's see. So you are right next to this IG-86 droid.
Mm-hmm.
Someone would have to first convince it that it was malfunctioning before it would allow you to try and slice it, or you'd have to overpower it.
Or we cause a distraction so he can overpower it.
Smoke bomb.
Well, I was thinking one of us could just tackle Gruko like we had planned.
Well, the thing is that
you're trying to tackle Gruko.
Yeah, well, I didn't say I would succeed.
Yeah,
I
and
mean-
then the IGs might try helping.
Gruko is in the airlock at the moment, and he's basically this droid right here is between him and you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So tackling him is going to be a little difficult.
Also, can we have a quick vote? How many of you think we're going to be able to avoid a fight?
I think we should be able to. I don't know if we will be able to.
It is
Okay.
definitely
We have a
possible
chance.
in a variety of different ways to avoid this fight.
Okay.
But you only have one slot before they start acting. So you need to figure out what you want to do with that quickly.
Well, my suggestion is that Gruko's caught here, right? And everyone else, they think that no one else is a threat at the moment. So his inclination would be to grab the droid and trash it. That means that they'll start attacking Gruko, and the 2 slots will basically be spent attacking me, while the rest of you can do something else, while their attention is focused on me.
I like that idea, Steve.
Okay, let's start that, and I'm going to try continuing the deception too. It'd be like, I order you guys an IG droid. You got to escort me to sickbay. Get me, the lieutenant, to safety. I'll try that.
All right, so one of us might be delusional. Got it.
Okay, so
If I'm playing an Imperial officer, I'm doing it right.
all right. So who's going first? Is Azid going first, trying to convince them to go with him, or is Gruko going
I
first?
think Gruko should go first.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll establish myself as a threat. I will leap through the door, or open it, I guess, with one of my maneuvers, whatever.
Mhm.
And move to engage if I need to, because I get the 2 maneuvers, and then I'll just try to smash it with my fists.
Okay. So you want to smash it with your fists. It has no defense, and a melee attack is always 2 difficulty.
Was 2. Alright, let's see if this works, this button right here. It did work, except for not in the way I wanted it to.
Okay. So you charge towards it. It is able to fend off all 4 of your arms with its spindly metal appendages.
What's going to happen is
What do those advantages do?
Yeah, he charges through the door, not able to really get a solid blow in, but just due to sheer momentum and mass, kind of bowls the droid over this console and onto the other side.
Okay.
So Gruko is now in the open and exposed.
Okay. So you push it back, basically.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say that you can do that. So let's say you push it into this console here, like that.
That's perfect.
Okay. So that's your go, and I'm going to have this droid respond immediately. And this initiative.
Now I just need to not die.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I needed to have one for both IG-86 droids because they are rivals, not minions. Let me just roll another one of these quickly.
Super quick.
Okay. There we go. So that's their slot, and he's going to fight back. Because he's at close range, this IG-86 droid is going to attempt to stab you with his wrist blades, because there are blades on his wrists.
Okay.
And that is going to be 2 purples for that guy. There we go. Roll it.
Gruko!
All right, so you would take 5 damage. I think you soak most of that.
I take no damage.
Yeah, you take no damage. With its advantage, it is going to do something cool.
Push you right back into that airlock.
Hype machine.
With its advantage, it is going to notice something important to this ongoing conflict.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
It is too.
Is going to notice that, let's see, is going to notice that Tardak's height and build do not match with that of a human in a pilot suit. So it grows suspicious, but hasn't drawn any conclusions yet. Alright, so that's that slot done. What happened to my second NPC slot? Oh, there it is. It went down to the bottom. Anyway, it's another NPC's turn. These GR2 droids start to float over towards you. And they begin to fire at you with their built-in blasters.
Is the difficulty for this upgraded because Gruko's engaged in melee?
I think there's a setback die for that, isn't there?
There's something. I can't quite remember.
It's been 2 years since I played this. I remember it's a little rusty.
Let's call it a setback. Alright, and they have got here skills, agility. Oop.
When attacking a target engaged with an ally, the attacker upgrades the difficulty of the check by 1. In addition, if the attacker's check succeeds, but he generates at least a despair, that despair is automatically spent to make the attacker hit one of the individuals engaged with the target instead of the target.
Okay. So we'll make that roll.
That's not a despair, though.
That's
Sadly,
the opposite of this way.
sadly not a despair. So they're firing at you, and you take... Why doesn't that have the damage on it? It should have the damage on it. Sorry, just a moment. These tokens disappeared and really messed up all my stuff. Alright, so they shoot at you, and you take damage from their blaster rifle. Okay, so their blaster rifle is 6, so you take 7 damage.
That'll hurt.
Yeah. One of their bolts ricochets back and hits one of them. So one of them takes a bit of damage as well because they are firing too quickly and there's too many of them in a small space.
Do we have any AoE attacks?
Not really.
Unless someone's got a grenade. Yeah.
I don't think any of our pre-gen characters had that stuff.
No.
Okay.
Alright. 4 times 3. Alright, so they take a strain from that. As for their triumph, oof. Okay. So one of those blaster bolts also ricochets and hits Bruce's helmet in just such a way that it knocks it right off his head.
No.
And they turn, they're like,
Bruce, you betrayed us?
Do I die from breathing ammonia, or are we?
No, the ship is fully pressurized.
Okay.
But the IG-88, the second, sorry, not IG-88, they're not that cool. The second IG-86's sensor eye swivels towards Bruce, and it starts going, alert, 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 as well.
I'm not happy with that. That is all.
Well, you've got a bunch of PC slots now.
Would I know that these would a main terminal be able to affect these droids, like in KOTOR, for example?
A main terminal might be able to, but this is docking control.
Okay.
Can we overload something?
You could try, yeah.
Where's the closest main terminal?
The closest main terminal would not be on this deck, but
Okay.
there is a terminal right here.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to slice into the terminal and attempt to overload it.
Okay, slice into the terminal. That's going to be a... let's see. What do you want to do with the computer?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you want to send them like a stand down? Or do you want to give them a false alert somewhere else? Do you want to...
I'd love to do a stand down or a deactivate. Well, a stand down, I guess, because I can't deactivate.
All right, I'm going to say to send a stand down to the droids in this area specifically is going to be a hard computers check, so 3 purple.
Okay, 3 purple, hard computer.
Mm-hmm. All right. You didn't have the purples there at all.
Oh, I forgot to click the thing.
Yeah.
Let's roll those separately.
Yeah, we'll roll those separately. How do I just roll?
It's from your dice pool. Yeah.
Something came up here, and I'm going to have to step away for a bit. I don't know how long I'm going to be, so if somebody else wants to run Warana, I'm really sorry. I thought I had more time today.
It's okay. We'll put Warana, in the background for now, and I'll modify as needed.
Okay. I mean, I can always tackle a droid and just go to the brig with Gruko, but...
I don't think that's going to work anymore.
Okay, so you still get a success. You get a success and a threat.
If I can get back, I'll get back and pick it up again, but good luck, guys.
All right, thank you.
And I had a great time.
Thanks for playing.
I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so you get a success, and these droids immediately stop moving.
You cut out there again.
These droids immediately stop moving.
All of them?
These ones that you can see.
Okay.
They appear to be... They're doing some kind of recalibration. Bruce knows that they are only temporarily disabled. They're going to come back online, and they will start their alert stuff all over again if they see any of you. You've got about...
Can we throw them all out the airlock?
You've got about 30 seconds before they come back online.
Well, there's so many of us. Let's each grab one.
There are also rooms around. You could maybe run and hide somewhere. You can you could cram in here. You could. There's a ladder there. A ladder there that will take you to a different deck.
Will they remember the hostilities?
They are not going to remember the hostilities, but if they see you, they will remember that there aren't supposed to be any Basilisk or Nemoidians on board.
Okay, I'm going to grab my helmet and put it back on.
Your helmet with the big hole in it? Sure.
Okay. I grab... wait,
you two could hide, and we could try rolling the deception route again.
You got 20 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth to hide.
Where are you hiding? You're gonna go in there? Grucko's gone to hide in there.
Okay, yeah, I'll hide over there as well. Where am I?
Okay, and Bruce got his helmet shot off?
Yes.
Bruce should go hide too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm off. I'm doing that. What's the difficulty on this hide?
Well, if they're all offline, it'd be 0.
And if they never end up having an opportunity to see you because you're closed off in your own little room, then I don't see why you need to roll right now.
Yeah. It's as long as you don't come out and get in their way when they're
Zansu
patrolling
will toss
again.
you her helmet since she is not wearing hers. It's easy to toss you that as you're walking past or running past to go hide.
Okay. Yeah, because Zancy doesn't need the helmet, so... If that's the case, can I just put the helmet on?
If you want.
Yes, I would like that.
Okay, you put the helmet on with seconds to spare, and the droids come back online. And they're all looking around, and they're like, oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, beep, 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 beep,
okay.
Beep, beep, beep.
And I repeat to them, can you take me to the medical bay to treat me for my injury?
Of course. He looks at your uniform again. Lieutenant.
Perfect. Fall in, troops.
Okay. Greco, you are in the captain's quarters.
I think Gruko went AFK very briefly.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk to him about that. So you're splitting the party is what you're doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it. Have an ace in the hole.
All right. So they lead you towards the back of the ship.
Okay.
And I will not
safe,
that far.
Gruko.
I'll move you down. So they're moving you towards the back. Moving along. All the blue parts are separate rooms. That's why they have doors. But that's not where they're taking you. They're taking you all the way down the white tiled corridor towards the room all the way at the back of the ship.
Oh yeah, there's 2 backup tanks there, I believe.
Those are turbo lifts, but yes.
Okay.
I'm sure no one will notice Gruko's life signatures. That's totally not how they found him last time.
Oh, nothing wrong with having a life signature in the cat, right?
Okay,
Unless-
so as you reach the back of the room with that RA7 droid who came with you, the IG-86s and their GR2s are still milling around in the front area there.
Now, it's worth noting here as we're walking past, Matt, and just so this isn't glossed over, we're not seeing any signs from anyone who isn't a droid, right, or us. Like, there's no, like, humans at their workstations, no, like,
Nope,
Imperial officers going through the hallways,
none of that.
no one, like, accessing a turbo lift.
Mm-mm.
Did we pass any other groups of droids?
There's another group back here.
As you were noting.
Um,
Okay.
Oh, we're walking. Can we see if there's anything more suspicious than anyone around?
Let's roll perception.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the hallways, so unless you want to peek into the rooms, which the droids will probably find suspicious, you can do a hard perception check.
Can I assist that? I have 1 rank in it.
Sure. I mean, you can each do a perception check, or you can do an assisted one. That's up to you.
I'll
Yeah,
assist it.
I have 1 rank. So,
Okay. So, Bruce, you got a success on that. You see a smear on the floor near one of the doors.
Ooh,
A smear of...
blood.
Oh, yeah, it's blood, definitely.
Oh yeah, that's blood. Okay.
Yeah.
It's leading towards what you assume would be the brig. It's
Interesting.
if you want to zoom out a bit, I'll show you which room that is. It's the one in the middle here on the south side. That's what you would assume to be the brig.
All right.
Okay.
Can we discreetly send a communication to Greco?
We do have comments.
You can send a communication to Greco. If you want to do it discreetly, you'll have to make a hard deception check.
Okay. I'm going to wait on that.
Okay.
What,
So
what,
they...
what are you wanting to communicate to him?
Just to tell Greco that where the brig, check out the smear of blood.
Okay.
But if there's a chance they could see it, I'd rather see where they're going to first.
All right, well, they take you back to those turbo lifts, and I need to double check where the medical bay is on this giant ship. It's on one of these floors, but not this one. Sorry, decks.
Okay. Multiple maps, folks.
Yep. Okay, so we need to get you up to the main deck.
Hey, Dave.
What's up?
There's like a... Look outside like the window, this turbo lift area here. You see that crazy droid there that looks different than all the others?
That's our boy.
The fuck is that?
That's our cargo. That's the payload.
Look at those eyes. Soulless. I mean, clearly capable of independent thought and well-respected knowledge.
Everything's going to be fine. Look how great the mission's going. I walk with a smile on my face and a spring in my step.
We treat it as Groundhog Day, 17 resets of these droids. You put your little hand in mine. Medical. Torn suit.
Please.
Okay, so you are brought up to the main deck.
Is Greco back? Or who's playing Greco?
Steve.
Steve, yeah.
Steve's here?
I am here.
Oh, okay. Do you want to try checking out the brig?
Sure, if you can give me the communication for it.
All right. Now I'm going to go for it.
Okay, so hard deception check.
All right. Does anyone have a deception that can assist me?
Yes, I do. So just roll a deception as an assist?
I just add an upgrade, right?
What is your deception skill?
2.
All right, so you add a green to that. Is it 2 yellow for both of you?
Yep.
I've got 2 yellow and a green.
Oh, I have just 2 yellow.
Oh, okay. Then how about I send the missive to Greco?
Okay,
Sounds
so you're
good.
going to roll it with 1 upgrade, and it's a hard check. So that's 3 purples.
3 purples, 1 upgrade?
Mm-hmm.
All right. There we go.
Bam!
Okay.
Nice.
You are able to send a coded message that Greco will understand.
That's not a given. If he had failed, you would have sent it perfectly. He just wouldn't have been able to understand it.
The vultures are in the trash can.
Purple monkey dishwasher? What?
The RA7 sort of leads you along towards this door over here, which is the entrance to the med bay.
Perfect. Well, in I go. Thank you for your assistance.
Will you be needing the rest of us in there with you, Lieutenant?
No.
Well,
At ease, troops.
Do you have any orders for us? Any work you need done on the consoles?
Yeah. Make sure.
I love how this tone of communication is happening.
Yeah, better make sure. I can't think of a plausible excuse, guys. Better check in on that console to make sure we've reported our status to our flagship, the USS Covert Mission.
A question to the GM.
Uh-huh.
Were we to only change our transponder codes or whatever to Alliance frequency once we've secured the droid?
You can do it at any time, but that room in the back there is where you would do it. That's sensors and comms.
Okay.
And
On this
it's
deck?
worth noting that securing the droid is only worth a bonus and is not necessary.
Oh, right.
I'm not made of money. We need to get the coin we can.
To build the Rebel Alliance for all it's worth as I work for the Rebel Alliance.
Yes.
I'm a businessman.
Capitalist at heart.
All right, so Adson, you're in the med bay. There's 2 bacta tanks. It's a med bay. There's nothing exciting in here.
There's not the droid we're looking for?
Nope.
Well, guess I better...
It's empty. There's nothing and no one in here.
And there's no interesting terminals or anything?
No, it's... I mean, you
There
can
wouldn't
go
be
and...
a log of where the med... Can I summon the med droid?
You could try, yeah.
Okay. I find a terminal to do that?
There's one over here.
Yeah, right. So I do that, and do I need to use a thing?
I'm going to say this is an easy computers check.
I'm not great at that. I have 2 green and no skill.
Can you find the button that says press send for help? Send help.
I'm gifted in computers if you'd like me.
Well, no, the problem is that you'd have to walk in there for the lieutenant and press the send help button for him.
Oh,
while the droid is there watching you walk in there and press the send help button.
Yeah,
Okay, I walk out to the droid and I'm like,
Yes, Lieutenant?
summon help. I'm used to being on a Victory class Star Destroyer. Our med bays are different. Can you summon the med droid for help?
Of course, Lieutenant, it says, and toddles in there and summons a 2-1B droid.
Perfect.
It should arrive shortly.
Hopefully that's not the ringleader of this mess.
All right. Are you guys in the sensors and comms room doing anything? Bruce
Hack
and
the
Tardak?
place.
I'd like to hack the grid or whatever.
You're going to try and change the transponder back there?
I'd like to change the transponder. Yes.
Okay, so that's a combined skullduggery and computers check.
Okay, if I want to combine those, how do I do that?
You need 2 people.
Okay.
Someone for the skullduggery and someone for the computers.
What's Graku up to? Did he...
We're going to find out as soon as we figure out what these folks are doing here.
Okay.
Does anyone have good skullduggery or computers? Because I've got good both.
Nope.
I have decent computers.
All right, I can skullduggery.
Yeah,
Okay. So you want this console here right in the back.
Okay.
All right, so this check, you're going to do a combined check, which means that each one of you, one of you is going to make the computer's check, and the other person is going to assist with their skullduggery.
Okay.
To upgrade that person's check. So what you need to beat is 3 purple and 2 red.
Ooh. Okay.
Do we have light side?
Do we have any light? Yeah.
And does the assist only increase? Only give 1 upgrade?
It gives 1 upgrade. You do have 1 light side point at the moment.
Well, would you like to assist? What's your computer skill at?
Yeah, it's at let's see, 1. So I have 1 yellow and 2 green currently. So if we have someone else who's better in computers,
I've got 2 yellow and 1 green. So if you assist me, that might be better.
although I can't give you any skill drudgery.
Oh.
Although it may.
If he doesn't have skilled assistance, it just gives you a boost die.
Okay. Does anyone have any better solution than that?
No.
Okay, 3 purple, 2 red, 1 boost.
You'll want to spend the light
Are you-
side point,
Yep.
considering how this is the crux of the primary objective for the mission here.
Yeah. Light side point. How do I add that again?
You go in and you click upgrade on the left side.
Oh, upgrade. Okay.
You put in
good.
1 upgrade and then click outside it again, don't forget.
Yes. I think I'm good to go here.
Okay.
It should be.
Yeah?
So they didn't notice you trying to hack into it.
Yeah, and you attempt to change the transponder. You get just about in there before you notice that the system has noticed you, and you're able to back out quickly before it sets off any alarms.
Okay.
On that note, we're going to bop back down to the second deck and see what Grucko is up to.
Grucko is going to be making noises like do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Is he hiding in a cardboard box like Snake?
Yes. But there is probably not a box big enough for that.
Some of the security droids have resumed their patrol.
So yeah, the first thing would be to carefully peek out the door, and I assume they told him which room he needs to check out because
Yeah, we geocached it.
Right. So I guess he'll just need to try to avoid a patrol and sneak over there. It's
Okay.
gonna be hilarious, but
So you look out the door, which is here. You glance left, glance right. You don't see anything, but you can hear something to your left.
I actually don't see myself, but
Yeah, we're all focused on the.
Right, sorry, let me pull you back here.
medical stuff.
There we go.
there we are. So let's do this a little more smartly because he's not that dumb. That dumb. Let's see.
Of course, the worry is that, as they clearly prove, they can scan and spot nearby life signatures.
Only if they're looking for it.
I don't know. what would it be to just go over there, to sneak over there? Stealth, probably.
Yep. And it is going to be an average stealth check.
There's no way I'm going to make that. Let's see if I can't tip things a little in my favor. They're droids, so they're probably going to work to a set pattern.
Yep.
It's not going to be kind of random like a human patrol would be.
No.
So is there any way I could maybe give myself a boost die by
The pattern.
counting out a pattern? Yeah.
Sure, why not? So you listen, you hear them marching around in a very simple pattern, and that gives you an advantage, so you know when the best time to go would be. So you get a boost die to your stealth check.
This is going to be hilarious. It wasn't too hilarious.
All right. So what happens here? You sneak out. You think you've got the pattern down. You get out here. You look left. You look right. Okay. Time. You go over here, and just as you look to the right here, you see the security droids. They haven't noticed you yet, so you run into this room down here.
Okay.
Well, they haven't caught you, but you're not where you want to be.
What's in this room? What's going
I
on
will tell you because I definitely memorized every room on this ship. Okay, so you are in the security station,
here? Oh my.
which is a pretty good place to be. Let's see here. Why do I not have my notes for the security station? Okay, well, it's a security station. There's nobody in here. There's a locker on the wall, and there is a terminal that looks pretty important. And there's these lockers over here. You can see inside the lockers are a bunch of blaster rifles.
Okay, well that's completely useless to me. Said people. Literally no one ever. Except for Grucko.
Yeah, it's not great use to you, but it might be good information to remember.
Yeah, I will remember it. Out of
Can you
curiosity.
sabotage them?
Probably not.
Can you steal all of them?
He might be able to carry a few. Yeah, I mean, the lockers are probably locked, though.
Yeah, but
Can you force it open?
Possibly. Let's check out this terminal, though. What's going on with that?
it's a terminal. It looks like a powerful computer. You're in the security station, you assume. So it's probably the security computer.
If I press buttons, does anything pop up that looks suspicious? Like, shut down all droids.
It asks you for a password.
Shit. I mean,
That is the password.
How
You're
dare
in.
the security computer
This is,
require like heavy access?
Incorrect password. 2 tries remaining.
All right, Greco's probably not the one for this task.
Grucko squints and says, "Jizz box."
It's not a jizz box, but
Yeah.
you can see why Grucko would make that assumption.
Damn. We'll leave that alone then, and I guess there's not much I'll do with this room for now.
All right.
Because his computers, he's not really trained in it, so I mean, he wouldn't be able to do much. He'll just
Can we
remember
check
from
out the
there.
brig?
That's what he's going to try to do. There's this other door here, and going by sense of direction, it's probably closer to where he wants to be. So he'll try to, sneak between just this much smaller area.
Okay. We'll say that's fine. You go over to that door.
All right. Same roll or what?
I'm not going to make you roll for that. You're just standing in the hallway. You're between 2 doors,
Right.
so presumably
Right,
you
I
can
mean-
just duck right back in if you have to. If that comes up, we'll worry about it then. So you're in front of the brig door.
Okay. Is it locked?
It's definitely locked.
Okay. Is it looking like a sturdy door?
It's sturdy-ish, but you feel like you could probably take it in a fight.
Excellent, because Groko's going to get just completely impatient with it and just try to force the door.
Okay, so that's a daunting athletics check.
Okay.
Fuck you, Imperial Engineering. Sure, you're puny human. Oh no!
That's not great.
fail.
All of those friggin' blank dice.
Oh, yeah. All those boos just went to heaven.
All right, you hear the security droids coming towards you, but you also hear a voice from inside the brig.
Does it say anything intelligent?
Who's there?
Sorry, my headphones blipped. Did you say that?
Said, who's there? You may recognize the voice.
Groko! He says like a Pokemon.
What's a Greco? He says. You still hear the security droids are approaching, but they're at the other end of the ship. It'll take them a couple seconds.
Can I make another attempt to break the door down? Because he probably wouldn't care at this point.
You can try. Yep.
Okay. Let's try it once more. We're on the money.
Why was the voice familiar?
He probably wouldn't stop to think on that.
Groko doesn't care why the voice is familiar.
Bam!
Oh boy.
Okay. You burst
Musical
through the door.
swell.
Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, you burst through the door, and I will grab the person who is in there. But you see a person in there, he's like, What in the name of the Sith? It's not Bit. All right, so he's quite surprised to see a Basilisk bust in on his business. So he's like, "Oh, what in the name of the Sith are you doing here?" And it's a man wearing an Imperial uniform. Ignore the fact that that's not what's happening in the picture there. A man wearing an Imperial uniform, and now on further reflection, you recognize the captain's voice, the one that you heard when you first arrived here, on the pre-recorded message.
I see. Now, he's obviously wearing Imperial robes, yes?
He is wearing an Imperial captain's uniform.
Right. So Groko is all too aware that the Imperials, there's no deception possibility here. He just forced himself into the brig. He is a four-armed alien. Imperials are going to start doing stuff instantly.
He's like, "You don't look to be part of my crew. They should have all followed my orders to evacuate," he says.
At that, he, is just about to smash the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just about, fists raised, plural. And he says, what?
"The orders to evacuate? Are you dense?"
Yes, please repeat your orders.
All right. I don't know what you're doing here, but you're clearly some type of rebel scum or spacer trash. But I suppose it's well enough that you're here anyway. About 3 days ago, one of our 2 1B droids was damaged in an attack. While we were repairing him, the droid technician noticed that he had some unusual circuitry installed. Well, more unusual than normal for a 2 1B. Now, he believed with some degree of certainty that it was a droid equipped to spy on the workings of this ship. The captain puts his head in his hands. You hear the droids clanking around outside. In a display equal parts initiative and incompetence, he decided to rewire it back into a double agent. Of course, something went wrong. You know how it is. And, Yeah, of course you know how it is.
He agrees totally.
And let's see here. Just a moment. He's looking disappointed. He's looking upset. And you hear the clanking of the droids grow louder, and then it stops.
Oh dear.
Yay, we found him.
A blaster
That's
bolt whizzes past your head and into the captain's chest. He slumps to the ground dead. As you
Grew up
turn
in the woods and
around,
liking this.
you see a 2-1B droid pointing a huge cannon from the spot formerly occupied by the captain. "All Imperial targets eliminated," says the 2-1B in its smooth medical voice. It cocks its head towards you. "Recalibrating. Organics not part of crew manifest. Ship reports TIE bombers docked not long ago. Conclusion. New organics, Imperial in nature. Objective updated." And as soon as it says this, it runs away.
Alarming.
Chase him down, Greco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You attempt to
Greco's
chase it
going
down?
Yeah, immediately burst into action to try to chase it down.
Okay, you rush out into the hallway. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, the IG-86 droid is there.
Okay. Should we cut back to the other ones for exciting
Oh yeah,
cliffhanger action?
that's the cliffhanger right there. We're going to cut back
Excellent.
to the other team. Okay, we're back upstairs on the main deck.
So, what I care about most is whether or not my flight patched.
Whether or not your flight suit is patched?
Yeah, has it been patched?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mission complete. All right, everybody. Have a great night. So I assume summoning the medical droid did nothing.
Oh no. There's a 2-1B droid who's just walking in the door.
But that's not the droid we're looking for.
Well, it's not carrying a gun.
Yeah. Do we have anyone who has a slicing?
Yeah, they're in the other room.
Yeah. Okay. Would the rebel spy recognize us? Like, would we have some sort of code word or anything to identify it?
It should recognize you in particular, but it doesn't seem to be recognizing you. This one is just bustling over towards you and checking you over to make sure that everything's fine. Like,
Okay, so this is just I could figure out that this is a normal medical droid.
as far as you can tell. It goes, please take a seat, sir. There you go. Yes, I'll just poke at you with these needles coming out of my arm. Don't worry. Ha ha ha.
All right, I let it do its thing.
It heals your strain.
Oh, all of it?
Yep.
Cool. Do you guys want to try hacking again? Because presumably drawing a lot of attention doing this.
Yeah, I'm down to give it another shot. I
right.
frustratingly clack
roll.
away on the keyboard.
Same roll as before.
Yeah. Oh, where's my sheet? It disappeared. Same roll as before.
I'm gonna give you a boost die because now you know the system better, and you had advantages last time.
Okay. Here we go. Computers.